An incredible battle first time round, and I think there'll be a few shots fired out here.
Who delivers when it matters most? That's the joy of any rivalry, and this is a good one to win. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. TPC Scottsdale, known for a bunch of birdies, Rich, and you can get right after them here at the first.
A gentle opening hole, second shot, a good opportunity to get your iron play dialed in. Green is very small. Anything missing to the right and to the left will run off into a collection area. However, if your irons are dialed in early, it's a great opportunity to make an opening three.
A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here on the first.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first with an underpass score.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Oh, come on, sit. That's some good golf right there. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
That's inside the range.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Currently 2 under for the day. The third here at Scottsdale plays over 550 yards from the tips. It's a strong par 5, which requires 2 big shots to get to the green. The first shot needs to avoid that bunker on the left-hand side to give you a chance to go for the green. But if you're laying up, it's laying it back to a number between those 2 bunkers that sit on the left side of this fairway, around 150 to 100 yards out. From around 220 yards. Going with the 5-iron here.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
Well, that's certainly showcasing all their talents there. That's impressive.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Can't be too aggressive here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
Oh, that's a fantastic attempt, especially from that distance, but it didn't quite drop. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, a little bit of a rush of blood by the looks of it. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. The par 3 fourth at TPC Scottsdale. Not much to this hole, although with the bunker short, left and short right, requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Opting for the 9-iron. And tidy looking shot, that one.
I think he's got playing partner Colin Morikawa looking a little nervous after that shot.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Well, that's well played and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that'll catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Setting up here, coming off a run of birdies.
It's a good start to the day. Let's hope they can keep up the good form.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Woo, back there, horsey. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. And this putt will take them to 5 under. Ouch, that hurts. Putting for a par here. He's in a share of 10th position. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4, 432 off the back tees. And again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but a safe strategy lays back before them. Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa. Lovely shot out of the bunker. That's in tight. Let's return to live play now. And taking aim from around 100 yards here, 5 strokes behind our leader. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
This one is chewing fiber.
8 feet to the cup.
Yep, tracking well.
Oh, just missed. Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Currently 4 under for the event. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. That one should find the surface. That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Colin Morikawa setting up his shot. Let's get back to it, shall we? Just 6 feet between he and the hole. That will drop in for birdie. And what a way to jump into the top 10. Currently 5 under for the round.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Chosen the pitching wedge here. This one looks like it'll safely make the green. Well, that's well played into birdie range here at the 8th.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
A spot in the top 5 on the line here. It's half a chance of being holed, this one. Trailing by a couple of strokes now. Finishing hole of the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale is a solid par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. The big hitters will get after this hole, as there's plenty of room down the left-hand side. Although if you challenge that bunker on the right off the tee, it gives you just a short wedge in to a green. It's only guarded by a pot bunker at the front and then a back right bunker. A chance here to make a birdie. Quality shot, that one. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 140 yards.
That's a pretty handy shot. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
And this putt to move into a tie for 3rd. That's pretty tidy. Oh, how about that one? And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
So, Rich, 9 holes in the books. What do you make of the performance so far in this rivalry?
Luke, so far, so good against their rival, but let's face it, there's a lot of golf yet to be played. However, I'm thinking, as they say in the movie, are you not entertained?
You like that, didn't you? Sitting at 7 under par for the day. Currently tied 3rd, just a couple out of top spot. And choosing the 8-iron here. This one might need to sit. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
18-footer here is what he's facing.
That looked good for a long time, didn't it? And now -7 for the round. The 11th is a par 4, playing 472 yards and a huge water hazard down the left-hand side. The best line is a drive as close to that water without taking it on. Anything that leaves about 150 to 170 yards in will give you a chance to set up birdie. Well struck. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
That's an absolute ripper. What a shot.
Let's take a look at Colin Morikawa.
Oh, almost went in. Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
And that's 8 birdies today. And that will take him to 8 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 12th at TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed.
Going with the 7. This is looking pretty good in the air.
A wonderful shot and a birdie opportunity coming up at the 12th. Looking good. Oh, that's a ripper.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And stepping up the standings after that effort. The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green, or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Going for less club here.
Well, that's beautifully judged. Trying to get to 11 under with this putt.
They're staring this down for eagle.
That was a gallant attempt.
So close to the eagle. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's feeling good, just birdied the last hole.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out.
He shares the lead.
Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich.
Oh, just skinned the hole, that one. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. And back to the play, shall we?
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Leading by a shot after that hole. The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie. Opting for the 5-iron. Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it.
7 feet to the cup.
Good looking putt. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it?
Tapping in for the birdie.
Now leading by 1 shot. Welcome to the jungle, or as they call it here at TPC Scottsdale, the stadium hole par 316. It's just a short club, but you miss the green and a chorus of boos will ring out. And he's safely on the green with that shot.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Ooh, right by the hole. And this putt coming up for his par.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Birdied their last hole.
This would be a great up and down. That was clinical. Beautifully played.
Ah, nicely done. Great chip.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. This dramatic finish of TPC Scottsdale has no shortage of options at the 17th, Rich.
If you've hit the driver but you miss the green, you gotta miss it out to the right-hand side to have any hope of getting it up and down for the birdie. However, you knock it on this green in 1, you never know, you could make it 2.
I just love the aggressive play there, Rich.
Oh, how about that shot? Taking out the big stick and going ahead and knocking her on. Love it.
That'll sting a bit. And down it goes. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water has it down the left-hand side, and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. But once you hit this shot, make sure you get the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie.
Should find the green.
That's a lovely shot here at the 18th, and a chance for birdie at the last. This putt here to get to 14 under the card. Tracking. And that signs off on today's round. So there you have it, in the house, in top spot after the opening round. Everyone likes to get off to a fast start, and they certainly have.
Just a slim lead with 1 round to go. There could be some fireworks in this final round.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.